Hey, it's me, Rika. It's time for a few words about my latest adventures in rock and roll. The Kills at Granada. I've been procrastinating on this one just a little bit, and there's a reason for that. It really pains me to say it. I was totally disappointed in that show. I love the Kills, really like the band. The show did not do it for me. Yeah. So Cold Cave, the opener, in my opinion, was basically good. A couple things I didn't like. A, they played in the dark the entire time, which was a little odd to me. And B, he had a very dramatic 80s style, vocal style, which was a bit much in my opinion. They did have a very electronic but very driving sound, which I enjoyed. Now, onto the Kills themselves. So, I'm a big fan of the Kills. Alison Mosshart is one of my favorite vocalists. I really love the way she sings. I was really excited to see this show. However, it ended in disappointment for me. I know the internet's gonna give me a bunch of shit for that. Everybody's probably getting mad and pressing stop on my video right now to leave an angry comment. But I've got reasons for it, and here goes. Alright, so when they came out to play the first song, obviously, it's just the two of them. There was obvious backtracking. In the first song, I thought, okay, they're gonna play the first song with the two of them, and then the full band's gonna come out, and they're not gonna have backtracking, they're gonna play the whole thing. No, didn't happen. There was no backup band. 75% of the music approximately was backtracked throughout the entire set. Basically, the only things that were not backtracked was his guitars, her vocals, and occasionally her guitar. I know the Kills is two people. My expectation would be that with a two-person band, either they would fill it out with hired musicians for the live show, or they would find a way to play their music in an extremely stripped down, raw, pared down way with just the two of them. Instead, they used heavy backtracking. It was like I was watching really good karaoke. I mean, her energy, her vocals were great throughout the show, but it was like watching somebody do karaoke who's very good at karaoke. Wasn't like watching a live band play to me. My other big complaint. Alright, back up. First, I'll give them props for the set list. The set list was good. It was a nice balance of new stuff and old stuff. I was really happy that they played some of their older stuff because I was crossing my fingers that they were going to play it. However, what I like about the Kills, the hallmark of the Kills to me, is their old, snappy, bright sound, you know, like trying to think, like Cheap and Cheerful, like Sour Cherry, stuff like that. That is the Kills I love. They played some of those songs, but they played them making them sound exactly like their newer stuff, which was, for this show, very, very, very filthy heavy distortion. Ugh. It was too much distortion. It was as if they thought that everything could be made louder and more rock by making it more distorted. if a kids TV show wanted to present a rock band, this is what they would do. Heavy distortion, loud music, very simple beats. There you go, that's rock. They would cut out all of the complexities and all the subtleties that are in most rock music because they're just trying to present the simple idea of rock. Now, I love rock and roll. Does Joan Jett have a copyright on that? Maybe I should check on that. Anyway, so I love rock. I love distortion. I love loud guitars. However, I like it when it's balanced a little bit more. I like to hear some dynamic in my music. I like complexities. You don't have to be balls to the wall all the time, because if you are, then nobody can appreciate that. You've got to back away to bring it back up. This show, they did not do that. It was the same distortion the entire time. It was the same level of distortion. It was just shitloads and shitloads of distortion. I don't know if they were trying to capitalize on the popularity of the dead weather and trying to make everything sound a little bit more dead weathery, but they were losing the eloquence of execution that the dead weather has, if that's what they were going for. Yeah. It just, I'm not going to say that I wasn't tapping my foot to it, because I was, but I'm really familiar with their music. I'm a big fan of the music, so I wasn't just hearing the music that they were playing, I was also hearing my memory of the song, the way I know the song playing. It just really was a big disappointment to me because, you know, the quintessential Kills to me is the bright, cheerful, yet somehow still rock and roll, you know, the little snappy sound like that. That's what I wanted to see, and it was just absolutely buried in distortion. Ugh. Yeah. So overall impression, vocals were great. Energy was great. The crowd energy was great. However, the substance of the show, totally lacking. The way the music sounded, totally lacking. I hated the heavy distortion. It was just too much and it never backed off. And the backtracking killed it for me. I can go hang out in karaoke bars all I want. If I pay to see a band, I want to see a band. I want to see live music played. And I don't... It's just not enough to me for the show to be carried strictly by Alison Mosshart's personality. If I was paying to see her at an appearance, okay. However, I thought I was going to go see a band play. Just hate the backtracking. Either find a way to do it with the musicians you have and make it totally stripped down and raw, or hire more musicians. That's pretty much my 2 cents. Yeah, overall, hate to say it, it's a band I love, but very disappointing show. I'm gonna have to rate this one. Let's see. I gave the Ravenettes a 6 whiskey rating last week, I think. I'm gonna have to give the Kills 4. I mean, just not that great of a show. I'm sorry, guys.